What's going on, everybody? How are you? It's the dad. I'm back. So we've been doing some videos here on gun reviews for a while, but I noticed that a lot of people that send messages are new to this. So we wanted to go over the basics of what is more than the gun. First off, commend you for wanting to protect yourself or the people you love and carrying a gun, but it is only a portion of the process. So just a quick synopsis for those who are in and out here. You have a gun. A gun is very important, but there are other items that we should be carrying in conjunction with that to really be prepared. So the whole theory of carrying a gun, right, is that we carry one in the event that someone tries to harm us or tries to harm our children or the people that we love. We use a lot of euphemisms in the car world because it's easy for new people to understand, right? So when we drive a car, you have a spare tire. A spare tire is either in the back of your car, it's underneath your truck, wherever it might be. So the gun has its equivalent as well. If you speak to a lot of guys that are over the age of 50, they're going to tell you semi-automatics jam, they're a problem. You have to get a good, reliable gun. And the truth of it is that isn't really the case anymore. Today, if it is sold and marketed and is a good player and has great numbers, it's because it's reliable. So most of the time, jams are user-induced, either through limp wristing or otherwise. But there is still some truth to the possibility of a jam. So the reason we didn't carry an extra mag, right, isn't necessarily that we need another 10 or 12 or 17 rounds. We carry an extra mag because it's the weakest link of the design. Much like when we drive a vehicle, the weakest link of that design is your tire. It's the most likely part to fail, right? So we have a spare tire, not because we are expecting a problem, but it is the most likely problem we're going to have. We're going to hit debris, we're going to hit a nail, whatever it is, and it basically shuts our vehicle down. So semi-automatic pistols are much in the same. We carry the extra mag because it's the weakest link of our design. If we look at most malfunctions that occur at the range, in combat, in competition, most of them can be cleared by dropping your mag and doing what we call a tap, rack, bang. So the extra mag is beneficial for this because we carry basically the most likely part to fail, right? But that isn't everything. So, you'll hear a lot of the old guys say, oh, well, you carry an extra mag. If you can't do it in 5, you shouldn't be carrying a gun. And I just don't think that's true anymore. Nothing wrong with revolvers. If you've watched my videos, I'm a huge fan of revolvers, but they're not the best at everything. So in a world where we're not scared of being, robbed by 2 guys, we're afraid of being drug out of our vehicle by a group of people, semi-automatics win. Capacity wins, and it keeps you in the fight longer. But the extra mag is your weakest link, right? So we carry that in the event that failure occurs. So if you're new to this, some of the other things that are commonly carried, if we're going to carry a gun on a day-to-day basis, are things like a flashlight, a knife, a Leatherman, some sort of a multi-tool, because again, we're not just being prepared for a gunfight, we're being prepared for a set of circumstances that we did not expect. So what you choose as far as those products is up to you. There's a lot of good companies out there. Google search will probably yield the most popular, but again, these are things that we are likely to use probably more often than the gun. So if we're going to be prepared for a worst case scenario, we should inherently be prepared for any worst case scenario. And so a light, a knife, a multi-tool, an impact tool, these are all things that you actually will find that you probably use more than you're ever going to need the gun. Now, the most important thing that you should have that kind of outweighs the gun in terms of importance is what we refer to as situational awareness. So I can strap 2 high-capacity firearms on me at any time and be, well prepared for a defensive scenario that involves a gun, but none of that does me any good if we're not paying attention. Once you do this for a while, you'll find yourself going out to eat with the family, and you always sit somewhere where you have a view of the door. We're trying to increase the chances of identifying a problem situation before it occurs. When you see guys, and I've seen this for years, and it's very common with the new crowd, they go in, they get a real good, formidable fighting gun, but then I see them outside of work, and they're walking down the street on the phone, and this is what it is. So the gun does me no good if I'm not paying attention to what's around me. So again, it's the tool. You yourself have to have the awareness to be able to utilize it. Again, people will talk about carrying chambered, carrying not chambered. I'm a huge advocate for always carrying chambered if you are comfortable with it, but an unchambered gun is still better than no gun. The common misnomer there is that none of us are jetly fast, right? So if you think that you're going to draw and chamber around and get on target faster than a guy who has his gun out already, it's a pretty bad plan. Again, still better than no gun. You should only do this to the level that you're comfortable with. But remember, like cars don't generally hit people, we screw up. Guns are very much the same way. So don't want to make this a 20-minute video, and we're coming up on 5. But again, carry your gun, carry your extra mag, carry a knife, carry a flashlight, and above all, watch your surroundings. Situational awareness is paramount to all of those things. Commend you for taking your safety and the safety of the people you love seriously. This is King of the Dad. Good luck to you guys. Stay safe.